Hey guys, Paul here with week 2 of vlogs. This is exciting. All right, cool. So let's run through today. Had a good night's sleep last night, which is very exciting. So that's the highlight of this vlog. So you can shut down now. But in all seriousness, so today was the beginning of week 2 of the training program. So I'm taking 2 weeks to acclimate to this training program and also acclimate to the dietary strategies we're going to do, and also the cardio because I've got plenty of time to get in shape. And not that I'm trying to, be slack at this point in time. I'm actually trying to work out where I need to make some modifications based on the initial program, based on how my performance is in the gym and where, I'm lacking in different areas. So today was the beginning of the glycolytic week. It was an arm-based day, which was super fun. Uh, so with that one, that was high rep training, which short rest periods and nasal breathing only. So it's not the most fun thing to do compared to lifting heavy. Like there's a lot more lactate, for lack of better words, a lot more painful to do, and you don't get to lift as heavy loads, so it's not as ego gratifying, but it's still really useful in the scheme of things. And the whole constraint of nasal breathing is to improve physiology. And with an arm day, it wasn't a problem. If you struggle with nasal breathing on an arm day, you're doing it wrong. If we actually have a look at the leg day, which I might just crack open my phone while we're having this discussion here, this will kind of show you how hard it is to actually do that. So if I go to my next workout, chest oxidative stress, I'm certainly not doing that today. I'm doing that tomorrow. We go to the leg oxidative stress day, nasal breathing only. We got some adductor and abductor machine at the beginning. It's pretty easy to do that with nasal breathing. It'll just burn a lot. Advanced lying hamstring curl for sets 15-20, dumbbell Bulgarians 15-20, Romanians 15-20, and calves to 15-20. So not a lot of quad stimulus. So what I might do is actually look at changing that program around just a little bit to get more stimulus. But sets of 15-20 on legs with a 45-second break with nasal breathing only certainly puts a performance constraint on what you need to do. So that'll be fun. Follow that up with a 5K run after training, which I didn't succeed in. We had a free meal last night. We got pizza from a new place, and it was the greasiest stuff I've ever had in my life. And when I have high fats, it acutely get a reduction in training performance. Was a semi-fasted workout too, which wasn't never really too much of a big drama for me. I actually do okay with that. But high fats in the night before, the high fats in general, really lead to a detriment in my performance. So that's something just been aware of, and now going through and testing each day to see where I need to change it. So today I added a little bit of forearm work, particularly for the extensors, to maintain elbow health throughout the course of the prep, and also put some size on it and some hanging work. And the bars are thick that I was hanging from, so my hanging time dropped down significantly. So it'd be cool to get that up to 1 minute for 3 1-minute holds on each arm, so one arm hang, to improve the foundations there. So that was cool from a physique perspective. Went for a walk as well after lunch on the beach, and went in the water, which was freezing cold, which all good things for health, recovery, and fitness. Walk barefoot in the beach to get those negative ions and that grounding going on, and hopping in the water, which is always a good thing. So I got some recovery protocols in there, all these things, winning. Very, very happy. From there, work-wise today was a mixed bag. Clients are doing well, no problems there. In terms of the business, this is something that struggling a lot with recently, and this is kind of like the whole idea of building it up. And I looked at what we were doing today and decided to slow down or cut down, just remove from the website for a while the NPC VA program and the certified coaching program, simply because the resources are spread a little too thin at the moment. And for those programs to get the money that they're worth getting, they need a little bit more time dedicated to them. And by focusing on those programs, it's going to affect the amount of time, effort, and energy that can be spent on the programs that are immediately more profitable. So with that being said, that's something to consider if you are running a business, like a multiple business. How many ways are you being pulled? So we need to work out, all the different ways that you're being pulled at, and then which levers do we need to, press down on to actually attack and get some more growth, or which ones can we actually remove? So I removed two, terms of my business today, totally off the website as well, in a way to consolidate the effort to get the goal. Is it better in the short term or the long term? It's hard to say. My argument is it's going to be better in both the short and long term. Reason being, I can dedicate more time to the main two programs, which are coaching clients and coaching coaches, and then later on we can build those things up in the background and then release them at a higher level, which means we can charge a higher rate and we can get better outcomes, which is a win-win. So that was cool. From there, we're actually looking at rebuilding the entire course, not from scratch, but packaging it very differently to make it more palatable, to give people smaller taste of it, and also really ramping up the marketing. So tomorrow and all the rest of this week, we're going to be mapping out what we're going to be doing for the financial year 24 to 25. Now, people will look at that and might ask, is that in conflict with what you're doing to get as much money as possible, to basically double your income? And no, it's not, because it allows us to reduce the deliverables on what we're doing in that and spend a bit more time planning and working on, and then more time, effort, and energy can be spent towards acquiring clients for the personal training side of the business. And did a bunch of work on some ads today, some consults, some ads and some funnels, which will allow us to accelerate that growth, because we're getting clients in at a stupid cheap rate. We're just not converting them on the webpage. So that's the chink in the armor. That's the link that we had to fix. And when we fix that link, then it's good because we know we have an ad that works. So with marketing and building business, sometimes you have to take a few steps back, to take a few steps forward, and reorientate your focus to focus more intently on two things, or one or two things, rather than trying to spread your focus over a dispersed area. So that's basically the lessons from today, which is good. Done for the day. After this, I'm going to do what I normally do every single night, which is chill and play some video games and read a non-fitness, but still a book that would be termed positive psychology, self-development, non-fiction, to improve my skill set as a human being rather than a coach. Human being first, coach second, athlete third. And one thing just to finish it off with, if you are a business owner, athlete, etc., the value of shutting down is something that's really not spoken about as much. Like, when's the time you stop working? When's the time you go, all right, cool, that's it, I need to stop for me? And like for me, I established a while ago that putting my daughter to bed, and when that was all happening, when she was home from daycare or whatever, that was that time that it shut down. So I will do everything I can before that to finish my day. That being said, if I miss something and it's important, it needs to be done, I will come back down and do it after, like I do these after, but I don't consider these to be part of a work project. It's more of a personal thing. So it's nearly a shutdown ritual in itself. So if you are a business owner and you're watching as a personal trainer, running your gym, running your online business, running your clients, what you need to do is have a shutdown ritual at some point. It doesn't need to be anything elaborate and fancy. It can be literally like, cool, I'm done for the day, or some kind of signal that you're done for the day. And when you've got that, it makes your life so much easier, because you can just do the thing that you need to do, shut down when you need to shut down, and not feel guilty about the next day. One thing that will make that easier is having well-defined plans and a really structured system for running your business each day with the things you need to do, which is why we have the operational checklist, and that allows you to do just that. So overall, good day, guys. Feeling very positive about it. Everything's good. I'll see you all tomorrow.